Hey, my friends and my family, my brothers and my sisters in the Lord, how are you doing? This is Pastor David Marcel. I have loaded with the blessings of the Lord for you today in this 2026. I believe that the Lord spoke a word into my life that we all should be having great concern about. I believe that there's so many of us, we are asking ourselves many questions about things that is valuable to you, things that is valuable to your friends or to your family or to your job. And if I believe that so many of us, we have something we cherish. We have something we cherish. We have something we appreciate. We have something that we will put in the front for matters of exposure, so people may see that this is what I appreciate the most. How many of you know that we got people who will be willing to offer themselves as somebody who is considered to be materialistic? Many times we believe that certain people are materialistic because they love X, Y, Z. But you have to understand that the Holy Bible, it says that there is a time for everything, and there's something for every season. When we look into the book of Ecclesiastes, we have to understand Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose. We have to understand that there is a season to everything, and for a time there is a purpose for every time. So my point today, I am not going to even hold you for very long getting into the substance of this word of wisdom. And I want to impute this message into your life, and hoping that you have the opportunity to share it to somebody else, that there is a time for everything. What is your time? Well, it is not something that I will want to reveal right now, because it's not purpose for an advertisement. Yet I got a new book that is addressing our life. That's addressing our time. The reason why is because many of us will believe that the enemy is attacking you because of what you have. How many of you are rejoicing the fact that you are right now in the center of your growth or the center of your progress, and you believe that the enemy is coming to trying to take away what you have? You believe that the enemy is coming to try to get your car. You believe that the enemy is coming to get your house. You believe that the enemy is coming to get your job. You believe that the enemy is coming to try to take something from you. No, the enemy is not trying to take none of these things from you. The enemy, sometimes when he's trying to steal something from you, is because the enemy has a plan to come back to you to see if you can accept something in return, but this time for you to work for him. But in fact, what the enemy is really want to get away from you, it is not the car you have, it is not the house you have, it is not the job you have, it is not the money you have. The enemy knows if he takes away your job, you're going to have somebody else to hire you in the next job. The enemy knows that if you take your car, if you work hard enough, then you're going to buy another car, even when the insurance is crazy. The enemy knows that if he try to rob you of away something that you have, you're going to work to have another, and then in the next week, in the next month, or in the next year. Many times the enemy knows that when he gets something, you're going to get it back. But the only thing that you're never going to get back, listen, is what will be considered an illusion. Yet it is not an illusion in the entity, is not an illusion in yourself, is not an illusion in your being, is not an illusion of who you are, because the enemy is trying to rob you from your time. You have to understand. I want you to go and share this to somebody and tell them, Pastor David Marcel say that the enemy is after your time. We do understand that the Holy Bible have many interpretation, and many preachers, when they preaching, they actually give us a version of what time may be. When they say the enemy comes to steal your joy, what you have doesn't necessarily make your joy. You are happy. You can be happy because I have a new house. But in this new house, if you cannot pay the bill, or if you are struggling to pay the bill, you have a big house, but you'll never have a peaceful night sleeping in this house without thinking about not having enough money to pay for the bill, or you are so scared to lose the house because you don't have enough money to pay for it. Many of you who have a car, you know that you have to wrestle against yourself in order for you to create the completeness, the completion of that finance, of the finance that will enable you to pay for the car every single month. Nowadays, some of the cars that you got to pay them bi-weekly. You understand? So many of us, we have the happiness that I'm able to get this, I'm able to get that, but for some reason it may not be the joy that you want to have, because the joy that you want to have is a peace of mind, is a peace of mind, and is the peace in the heart that what you have, you don't have to struggle with it. Well, this is considered somehow to be another subject. Yet I want you to understand that what the enemy is trying to take you away from, the enemy is not what the enemy is trying to take away from you, not your job, is not your car, is not your finance, is not your family, is not your ministry. And for those of you who knows that the enemy persecuting you, and this fact, yes, it is a reality that the enemy persecuting you in your marriage, because the enemy wants to create unstable status or unstable image out of you, to try to show to everybody else that you're not able to maintain a relationship, that you're not able to maintain a marriage. And even some of us, we even have other interpretation that actually reach out to the spiritual standpoint, and to show why the enemy sometimes approach and attack our ministry, attack our children, attack our wives, attack our husband. But for some reason, the real thing the enemy wants to take away from you, it is not your house, it is not your husband, it is not your job, it is not your ministry, it is not your family, it is not your finance. The enemy wants to rob you from your time. Your time is the most important thing that God gave you on this earth. If you lose your time, you're not going to get it back. Time may be considered to be the most selfish thing because time doesn't slow down for accident. Time doesn't slow down to make a pity party for you because you feel bad. Many of us, have decided to walk in a disappointment. And when we feel disappointed, something happened into your life, and you want to take a moment for yourself. You say, I'm going to take a moment. I'm not going to involve in anything. I'm not going to be a part of that ministry anymore. I'm not going to go in that job anymore. I'm not going to speak with nobody for the moment. And many of us, you believe that because you have had an experience that does not respond, listen, to what to your expectation, then you slow yourself completely down with the expectation that you will try to regain the strength or to start afresh or to go in some other places and to do some other thing. When you are walking this way, it just simply means that you slow yourself down. It's the same way you got a loved one who passed away. It's the same way that you have been struggling for that marriage to work. It doesn't work. It's the same way that you've been struggling to pay for this house. You understand that now you owe like 2-3 months, and the insurance company or the state comes and claim back the house. You realize that you're not going to have any benefit of the house after all the sacrifices that you've been made or you made throughout the years, and you realize that it is such a disappointment. It is a shock. You realize that it is not something that you can even fathom, but at the same time, you ask yourself the question and say, hey, what's my position in all of this? When you get mad and stop your destiny, time does not wait for you. When you making the pity party, time does not wait for you. When you get mad at everybody, you get mad at God, and you get mad at yourself, you close yourself in the closet, time does not wait for you. And you realize that the 5 years, the 10 years that you have made, that you spent and get mad at everybody because of a situation that happened to you, instead of you getting up the next morning after the situation happened and say, I'm going to make it right now. I'm not going to let it affect me, but I'm going to continue with my life. I'm going to continue to step into my destiny. That you slow yourself down expecting that time is going to wait for you. No time. Keep on moving. It's not going to make you younger. It's not going to make you better when you actually take a decision to slow yourself down or to stop your destiny. Again, time keeps on moving. Now, the enemy is after your time. The enemy may attack everything you have to try to cause pain. Because the enemy knows that when he causes pain, you slow yourself or you stop your destiny. You stop walking in your purpose. And you get mad at yourself, get mad at God, get mad at everybody else. And you say you freeze or yourself, or you froze in time. But time keep on moving. Because time is the only thing you can get back. You can always get back a car. You can get back a house. You can get back a job. You can get back, well, for many people, your family. You can get back a ministry. For those of you who are forfeited in your ministry, and you can get back a ministry. You can get back friendship. You can get back emotional support, but you cannot get back your time. When you getting at the point you realize that you're not getting younger, and you realize also that the time of foolishness that you went through, instead of taking the moment to make it better, instead of you taking the moment to make it stronger, all this time they're not coming back. Now you're not as strong as you used to be. Now you're not as vibrant as you used to be. Now you have more wisdom. Now the wisdom you have say that you could have just built up from what you're already accomplished as a progress back then, but because you have never put on a brake and a concrete, now you have to start from zero. Now, depending to the state or the stage of your life, are you energized enough to build the house all the way? Because the enemy doesn't want you to build the house all the way. The enemy wants you to build the house and with no future generation to continue with that legacy. Why? Because many of you who have built something valuable, and it's like you started to put bricks, but there's no roof, there's no window, there's nothing at all. Then the enemy started to attack the young folk. When the enemies attack the young folk, which means that you will not be in a trajectory to follow or to step into the legacy or continue or to complete the building of the house that some of our father in faith of old already started to build. That's the reason why we have to understand that we are facing a society that is not doing progress. But the enemy is after your time. What have you done with the past? What are you doing right now? And what are you going to do later on? These are the three main questions we need to ask ourselves. It's not magic. You have to be focused. Don't let anything waste your time. No TV waste your time. Anything that I know that we live in an age of internet, the age of AI. Whatever you're doing, make sure that it invests something in you. Whatever you're watching online, make sure it is something that's going to add on to what you want to be add onto your life. And do not just be online to consume, but be online to give. Because many times we understand that the enemy's agents are giving foolishness, and people are spending hours. Do you understand somebody who spent hours in front of a TV station, watching TV station? And even its news, its reality show, its music or dancing in front of the TV. And you realize that you wake up every day, you spend 4, 5, 6 hours in front of the TV. And at the end of the year, you realize that you spend more time watching TV, being in the internet, than you actually take a moment to think about who you are and who you want to become. Even, listen, it's like if you I give you an example. If you spend 1,000 hours, 1,000 day example, 1,000 day, and then you realize that 800 of these days that you spend is entertaining yourself vaguely, and these 200 you don't have time to do anything because you have to work around. You have to pay the bills. And then, and the few hours that you have, you realize that it's something you missed throughout these 1,000 days. that you didn't do. But if you just take a moment to think that these moments are not coming back, the TV's already consumed your time. But the only thing that you can do is to repair the future. It's gonna take you double strength. It's gonna ask you to maximize the number of effort you have placed in. It's gonna ask you to do some more, but you have to understand that the enemy is not after anything, though it can attack you on every level. But God is always give you the rescue that you need. But one of the things you have to understand that the enemy is after your time, because if he gets your time, he gets you to be wasted. That's how you call people wasted. When someone who's wasted is somebody who spent their whole life not doing anything, not thinking about making a change, not thinking about becoming someone, not thinking about, how much they have wasted in their lives, instead of impacting society, instead of making a change to the community, instead of building something, but they walk in the mesmerism and in the hypnotism. I want you to understand that your time is the most valuable. Even the book of Psalms, chapter 31, verse 15, said, "My time are in thine hand. My time are in the hands of the Lord." The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verses 21, say he changes the time in the season. If God is able to do all these, folks, I want you to understand that he is going to do it for you, okay? God is going to do it for you. There's nothing that God cannot do. So I want you to understand, according to the Bible says that wisdom is knowing how to use time. If you are wise right now, it's because you have realized how many time you have wasted and how many time and how you can get time repaired. The build up on the future is not like you can bring back what you have already lost, but is the same way that you have to understand that when the Bible says, according to the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verses 9, it says, "A man's heart, deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his step." The key truth that we know about that is time become meaningful when aligned with God's will. I want you to understand the will of God is for you not to waste your time. It's for you to know who you are. The will of God is for you to become. Even when the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy, but he said, "I have come to give a life and to give it to the full." Listen, the Bible says, according to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verses 15 and 16, it says, "Redeem the time, because the days are evil." The evil that is going throughout the world, the evil that is going throughout time, is the evil that makes you not knowing or not remember what you're supposed to do, or not remember what you were born for. But I want you to understand the book of Colossians, also chapter 4, verse 5, it says, "Walk in wisdom and redeem the time." How many of you are willing to redeem their time today? So I'm just going to leave you with this word, and to understand that it's not magic, folk. It just know yourself and know your God and know people around you. It is not your house. It is not your job. It is not any of these things that make your joy. But your joy is when you know who you are. Your joy is when you make good use of your time. Your joy is when you know that if I have to build up something, I can't wait later. I'm going to do it right now. It doesn't matter what people say. It's working, it's not working, it's successful, it's not. No, just do it right now, because everybody doing this right now. People who are not, these are people who are still slumber. And I'm just going to give you this last word before I go. This last is according to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1. It says, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, The only way you can boast in God because He has your tomorrow. But make sure not to leave and the hypnotism and the mesmerism of time, so that you may boast in the Lord, and the Lord actually build up your tomorrow, but not boast in yourself when you can't even remember what you're supposed to do and who you are. Don't let the enemy steal your time. The best thing that you can ever have that God give you that is priceless is none of these things that you think that you have that makes your happiness, or none of these people that makes your happiness or relationship. What is your time? Listen, stay with the blessings of God. I'm Pastor David Marcel. Make good use of your time, and you will see the result that God store for you.